Man, I think we could handle aliens, bro. At this point,
yeah.
Because one of the theories on that is like that they've been here forever.
Yeah.
So in which case it's their world.
Essentially,
and they pop in every once in a while to see what's up or extract some minerals from deep sea or whatever. I think we could handle that. I think I'm like, that's again the thing I'm so excited for is hopefully finding that out within our lifetime.
Yep.
Is seeing if that's real.
The alien unboxing.
Yeah.
Unboxing.
Yeah,
of
the
aliens.
unboxing an alien. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Do you know the Bob Lazar story?
Oh yeah.
So that one, do you believe him?
Yes.
So
I do.
My biggest hesitation is he can't prove his school for 2 years, where he said he went to MIT and Caltech.
Yeah.
Right? And I took a deep dive into Reddit one day, and this guy had done a ton of digging, and he found that during the 2 years Bob Lazar said he was at MIT and Caltech, he owned property in whatever that area is that he was at the base.
Okay, in New Mexico?
Yeah,
or Arizona?
Or, Nevada.
Nevada, yeah.
Or something. Whatever that town was, he owned property there during those 2 years that he was supposedly at those places.
Yeah.
There were no property records of him at either of those places from all the places this guy checked. And also, like, if you went to a school like that, even just for a year, you have to have people that knew you.
Yeah.
Even in passing.
Yep.
What's the hesitation for those people to come out and say, yeah, I knew Bob.
Yeah,
I went to school with him.
He was in my economics class.
Yeah, can't say anything about what he's seen because I have no idea.
Yeah.
But he was around all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No person has came out to that. And like the only shred of evidence there that I've seen is that somebody dropped him off on campus once so that he could go to the library or something. I mean, he could do that for me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so the argument there is that they cleaned his records of everything, right? The government just completely burned all his records, wiped him clean.
To give him no credibility.
Yeah. But, okay, so my response to that is he doesn't have a single essay that he wrote. He doesn't have a single copy of his certificates. He doesn't have a single class schedule. He doesn't have any remnants of a book or any notes that he took. He doesn't have anything. He has nothing.
Yeah, I threw out all my college stuff, and I got rid of those computers.
Picture.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
mean, yeah, we have my Facebook. It's there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was during a time without social media.
There's,
but nothing.
Yeah, there'd be. I feel you on the idea
something
that someone would come
class
forward.
registrar. You know, something.
Evidence that he was there beyond just someone dropping him off.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that could bring me on board 100% from like the 85 that I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Is somebody saying, yeah, I remember him.
Yep.
I was there. And then that person being credible.
So if he's lying about his schooling,
that's the thing. Is if he is, and he's taking polygraph tests, but polygraph tests, the thing with polygraph tests is if you believe what you're saying, then it's going to look like you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if he's lying about his schooling and he's so adept at making that lie, he could be just as adept at lying about any other part of his story.
True.
So that's the only hole that I want to patch up for Bob Lazar in order to be on 100%.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude. He's a nice dude. Seems legit.
My thing was just the way that he described the technology, and
it was very specific.
It was specific, and then the piece of technology that he described in interviews in the 90s that we eventually saw.
Yeah.
That is kind of what sold me on it. It was like, oh, okay, he's not just making it up. He was at least in a sector of the government or working for a sector that had access to future technology. They say that the government is at least 7 years ahead of technology that we have at the private sector, but so at least he had that, so for me that like covered any sort of shroud over what happened in his past.
Okay.
And
then, Element 115.
Yes.
Which they created years after he said
it existed.
It existed.
So his whatever access that he had and he leaked that came out later. That's to me what gave him credibility. So like even if he lied about his school, maybe he's pulling the thing from Catch Me If You Can, where he just like is just lying about this to get in.
Yeah, the other thing is, in opposition to my argument, is that maybe he lied about that back then so that he could get the job at whatever that place was.
Because I've lied on resumes.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't go to grad school. But my resume says I did.
My resume says I did. So yeah, maybe he lied about that back then, and he's been living that lie, and now he believes it because he did it for a purpose last time. I get that, and I'm open to that for sure. I just wish there was somebody came forward and said, "Yeah, man, I remember this guy."
Of course,
that's all I need.
Yep.
But I think his story is fascinating and super cool, and I'm stoked that it's out there and people are paying attention to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Pay attention.
I don't think he should be shut up.
No.
I made fun of him, dude, in the Joe Rogan video I did. And that was like the most, like people were like responding about like some of the things I said.
Yeah.
The most, the thing that people responded to the most was the Bob Lazar bit. Because in the video I was like, yeah, and I have no evidence at all.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, no, I believe you.
Yeah.
And people were just commenting like, Bob Lazar's telling the truth, dude. Yeah. Stop mocking Bob.
Don't make fun of Bob.
Hashtag Team Bob Lazar.
Leave Bob out of this.
Yeah. But guys, I love Bob. I think he's a great guy, and I hope it's true. I want to believe it, really bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm like 85% on Bob. I'm 100. What about David Fravor?
Okay, I'm not familiar with David Fravor.
So he is like I don't know his status, but he's highly ranked in the Army or Navy.
Okay.
And back in early 2000s, I think. He was flying off the coast of California down by San Diego, and he saw this white object like doing this like movement pattern that he described as a ping pong ball in a glass, like if you shake a glass, and it was just moving at random like that. And he flew down to take a look, and the thing like rose up with him, and they like did a circle around each other, like looking at each other. And then it just like took off of their radar.
Yeah.
And then a couple seconds later, it showed up, hundreds of miles away on their radar.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard that story. I've heard this story.
Tic Tac.
Okay.
Yeah, he called it the Tic Tac because it looked like a Tic Tac.
Yes. Okay.
So that's wild because that dude is super credible.
Yeah. Highly ranked.
Highly ranked.
Why would he lie about that?
Right. And he's like a stand-up dude. He got put in charge of L.A. after the 9/11 attacks.
Yeah.
So he's never had like a bad issue or anything. So that one's pretty cool too. And there's just been like a ton of sightings, dude.
I mean the other thing too is in Unsolved Mysteries. I think it was episode 3
of the new series that came out.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch it tonight, dude.
Yeah, watch it, dude. It's just all these people that had in the same town. I believe in Massachusetts. In the 50s or 60s, I can't remember exactly, but they all had a witness account of seeing a UFO that like flew around at different parts of the city.
Trippy.
None of these people were connected. None of these people knew each other, but they all saw the same thing.
Is it Michigan?
No, it's Boston.
Boston.
I'm like it was definitely in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Might not have been Boston, but all these people, like, a couple of them are like in their 80s now. They have no reason to lie about it.
Right.
They have nothing to gain. They're not trying to hide something. So I really believed their story because none of them, like I said, none of them knew each other at the time, and yet they all described the same thing that they saw, and it just went away, and that was that. It was just a weird night. And 2 of them got abducted. Like, were brought into the actual ship and saw each other. And then years later, saw each other and were like,
they were strangers?
Yes, you were in the.
No
I saw you.
Way.
Yeah. I have chill bumps.
Don't tell me anything else. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
But there's no reason for these people to lie about this in my mind. Like, and I will say objectively, I did zero research afterwards. So but
yeah,
I was watching them and I'm like, why is this 86-year-old woman on Unsolved Mysteries telling this story? Like, she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. Like, she's not, like, why would she lie about this? Like, that'd be really fucking weird for her to get on here and lie about this to be, like, famous for some reason.
Right.
Yeah, that one, I was like, okay, I could believe that.
That's a trip, man. That and the thing with a lot of abduction stories is that they're, like, all really similar.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Well, it's all similar, and then, like, aliens and these sort of UFO sightings have been documented for like
they're in ancient
hundreds
art.
of years. Yeah, thousands of years essentially. So it's like what like all right, this pattern is consistent enough for me at least to believe it.